Have you ever had that sinking feeling when someone in a group makes a joke at your expense? Or maybe you've been interrupted, belittled, or outright ignored in a conversation? When others fail to give you the respect you deserve, it can be both frustrating and humiliating. But the truth is, respect is not something you can demand from others. It's something you command by how you respond. Today, we're diving into powerful psychological techniques that will ensure you gain the respect of others, even those who habitually put others down. Stay with us because by the end, you'll know exactly how to handle any situation where someone tries to devalue or disrespect you publicly. Let's start by breaking down why you might find yourself in situations where you don't get the respect you deserve. Often, disrespect isn't rooted in contempt or hatred, but in something more subtle: opportunism. Some people believe that by stepping on others, they elevate themselves. This mindset is common in competitive environments like workplaces or social circles, where some individuals see others as tools to boost their own standing. When you're aware of this dynamic, you begin to see that disrespect is often more about the other person's insecurities or ambitions than about you. With this knowledge, you can start building a mindset that shields you from feeling diminished by others' attempts to elevate themselves. Tip 1. Commanding respect from the first impression. You've probably heard it before. First impressions matter. But the way you introduce yourself and carry yourself can either invite respect or open the door for disrespect. So here's the first actionable tip. When you meet someone, stand up, look them straight in the eyes, and shake hands. Do not remain seated, which can convey submission or indifference, and avoid looking at their hand rather than their face. Keeping eye contact establishes that you are not there to be looked down upon, subtly but powerfully setting a tone of mutual respect. When you hold yourself with this confidence, you create an impression that you respect yourself, which subconsciously compels others to mirror that respect. Tip 2. Dealing with interruptions with authority. We've all been there, trying to share our thoughts only to be cut off. Being interrupted can feel like your words don't matter, like your voice isn't valuable. But rather than showing anger or annoyance, here's a technique that sends a clear message. Simply hold a calm, unwavering gaze at the person who interrupted. This sends a silent but powerful message of self-assurance. Once you've caught their attention, ask something like, "May I continue?" Or, "Can I pick up where I left off?" This technique is highly effective because it communicates without confrontation that you will not tolerate being overshadowed. Remember, maintaining eye contact doesn't mean glaring or appearing hostile. It's about projecting a calm strength that says, "I respect myself and I expect others to do the same." Tip 3. Handling hurtful jokes with composure. Jokes at your expense can feel especially hurtful, but instead of showing hurt or annoyance, try this tactic. Pretend you didn't catch the joke. Let it pass, then turn calmly to the person and ask them to repeat it, as if you genuinely didn't hear. Say, "Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Could you repeat that?" This subtle move diffuses the impact of the joke. The person will now have to repeat their joke, and as any comedian will tell you, repeating a punchline almost always takes the power out of it. You shift the balance, making them feel the awkwardness rather than experiencing it yourself. By maintaining calm, you convey that you won't be unsettled by cheap attempts at humor, which in turn reinforces your confidence and respectability in the eyes of others. Tip 4. Derailing. Provocations with unexpected responses. Another way people may attempt to undermine your confidence is by provoking you, trying to get an emotional reaction. Here's a simple trick to disarm them. Respond with a question or comment that's completely unrelated. For example, if someone is trying to goad you, say, "Do you know any good coffee places around here?" Or, "I wonder if I wore too much perfume today." A question like this will catch them off guard and, more importantly, disrupt their momentum. By redirecting the conversation, you essentially break the spell of their provocation. It's disarming, and it communicates that you're not easily rattled. Rather than taking the bait, you stay centered, showing others that petty attempts at undermining you are beneath your attention. Tip 5. Knowing when to walk away. This final tip is crucial. Recognize that not everyone is obligated to respect you, but equally, you are not obligated to tolerate disrespect. If someone consistently disregards your value, it's okay to walk away. Walking away isn't about defeat. It's about demonstrating that you value yourself too much to linger in a space that doesn't recognize your worth. Respect is not about staying in situations where others belittle you. By choosing to remove yourself, you send a clear message that your presence is valuable, and you'd rather be an absence than an object of disrespect. This attitude not only protects your dignity, but also reinforces your self-worth. The truth is, respect begins with you. People respond to how you present yourself, how you handle disrespect, and how much you value yourself. When you exude respect for yourself through these actions, you set a standard that others subconsciously feel compelled to meet. Remember, respect isn't demanded. It's commanded by the way you carry yourself, by how you respond when others try to knock you down. So, the next time someone tries to belittle you or interrupt you, remember these tips. Stand up, hold eye contact, and maintain your dignity. In doing so, you won't just command respect in the room. You'll command respect within yourself, building a resilience that no one can take away.